Hello everyone. How are you today? I hope you have a good day, great day. You know, me, I just came recently from the work and to be honest, little bit tired or maybe little more. And because I didn't make video yesterday, you know, I just had to make one today because you know, I do like to have this conversation, with the outside world. So, and then of course, I hope that these videos are like interesting for maybe not all of you, but for some of you, for example, because at least you can hear someone who is in Russia, you know, uh, and in these times, it could be quite interesting to know what some ordinary Russian thinking about this stuff or that or whatever. So yes, today is 18th of September. Now is half past 6, little bit more, and yeah, let's make one more video, man. I'm Levan Gudadze, and this is my channel in which I try to communicate with the world and share latest news that are making headlines in Russian media outlets with my comments, which may be interesting yet again or maybe not. Yes. Before I start, I will ask you to subscribe on my channel. That will definitely help my channel to grow and reach big, wide audience. And God knows, man, I do need some help because I have no ways to do some advertisement. I just don't have money for it, man. And the only way I can reach a big audience is through you. I mean, if you help me, then it's possible that YouTube algorithm will show my video in recommendations to other people that are interesting in news, and then who knows, man, some may even subscribe. So please, if you can, subscribe on my channel, leave some commentary, and push that like button. And if you don't, then it's okay too. Yes. To be honest, I did not check any media outlets. As I said, I just come recently home and I just did not have time for it. And I was thinking, you know what, this time I will start video and then together with viewers will open media outlets and see what kind of news are making headlines. And I will give commentary like straight away. So yes, I was thinking, in comment sections, as you notice, I'm quite happily are engaged in comment section, and I'm grateful for all of you that are making comments, writing comments. And one of you suggested on the previous video, under previous video in comment sections, that it will be great or it will be good or interesting. I can't remember exact words, but this person was saying that it will be, I mean, okay if some big channels will invite you on the live stream, and I did wrote back. I mean, it sounds like great. Probably I'll be too nervous, man, and I may get lost because of like nerves, or maybe not. I don't know, but I was thinking to me, of course, no one will invite me on that channel. That's impossible. I only have 600 subscribers, 622 at this point, and of course, no channel will invite me. Exactly for that, because my channel is I mean, they don't even hear about me probably. But I was thinking, if I ask you to write comments about my channel in these big channels, in comment sections, like the Duran, on channels that I watch, for example, and I will tell you now what channels I do watch. It's Duran. So of course I watch independent channels, or how you say it, of Alexander Merkulis and Alex Christoforou, hosts of the Duran channel. They have their own channels too. Of course, you know about it. I do watch Military Summary channel. Dima is a host of that channel, and he's doing absolutely incredible job. I do watch New Atlas. Brian, if I'm not mistaken, host is Brian. I'm sorry if I am mistaken, but channel is New Atlas, something like that. I do quite often watch. It's bad that I don't remember correctly name of that show or a host. I watch in Jimmy Dore show, for example. I used to watch Breaking Point, but recently I kind of stop spending time on that show because I think they are too. I don't want to say they are too anti-China. They have some kind of line, that they are always this Saga Rangetti and Crystal Ball are hosts there. Somehow, for me, it seems like they are almost always like against China and against Russia, man. I don't know why, man. So maybe because they want to please their audience, which is probably more leaning towards liberals and or centrists, and because of US propaganda, if they say anything good about Russia or China, they're probably afraid to lose subscribers. I don't know, man, what is going on, but exactly because of that, because of anti-Chinese and anti-Russian takes of the hosts, I kind of stopped watching them that often. Still sometime, if I see recommendations and the topic is interesting to me, I do watch. So Jimmy Dore mentioned, Kyle Kalinske I was watching a lot in previous years, but lately, I don't spend that much time on that channel. Gray Zone, I do watch Gray Zone. There's many interesting channels. Some still interesting for me towards now to nowadays. Some lost my attention, but you know, it is what it is, man. Yes, Richard Madhurst from Britain. He has a great channel, and many more, man. Probably we are watching same channels. It's quite possible that we do watch same channels. So yes, I mean, if you, I almost forget why I start talking about these channels, man. If you can write about my channel on comment sections on these big channels, man. Some people may just for interest, just check it, and some may even like it, Some may say, you know what, I'll give him a chance, and that way I may reach some wide audience, because as I said, no big channel will invite me, man. Not now, not ever, probably. And that's okay, man. That's okay, for God's sake, man. As I said, I just start this channel, English language videos on my channel, like 2-3 months ago, and I'm glad that I already have 622 subscribers. It's a big deal for me. Anyhow, man, I spend too much time talking about my personal stuff. Now let's check some news, man. I will do like that. Just a sec. We can, like, together see what kind of news is making headlines right now in Russian media outlets. So I will open browser, and then let's start, man, with TASS, for example. I will open straight away, and then next will be RIA Novosti, for example. This is news agencies. Let's open Kommersant and Lentaro, and go by one by one. So here, as you can see, you have some information from Russian Defense Ministry. This person is probably become like quite famous, because all updates from Russian Defense Ministry are given by this person, Konoshenko. Somehow I know that's his surname. So let's read, man. So as I said, man, take any news with grain of salt, because as you can see, I read what I see, man, and I'm sharing with you news that we can see together, So first news is that Russian Defense Ministry said that Ukrainian Nazi battalion Aidar has lost half of its manpower. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was some clashes. Let me read it. So this Aidar is a unit of 53rd Mechanized Brigade of Ukrainian forces that still are loyal to Zelensky. And in DPR territory, there was some clashes, and they lost half of its personnel. That's what Russian Defense Ministry is saying. Yeah, Igor Konashenkov. That's a general lieutenant of Russian army. This person, and he does all these briefings and all these updates every day from Russian Defense Ministry. So in a area of Zaitseva, that's a village, probably in DPR, in Donetsk People's Republic, a 24th Battalion of under name of Aidar, which is belongs to 53rd Mechanized Brigade, lost more than half of its personnel. And who did survive from Russian attack left their positions and went to Chasov Yar. Chasov Yar, that's probably another village in DPR territory. So that's first news. As I said, man, take all this news with grain of salt. I don't know, man, how these guys are calculating all these numbers, but that's what they are writing. So let's see what this information is about. No, Peskov is this person is a spokesperson of Russian president, and probably I don't know why he said. Probably he was asked question and he gave answer that states that are in Shanghai in shows, how you say in English, man? Shanghai Cooperation Organization are friendly, have friendly relations between each other, not against someone else, but to just to gain some something for themselves, let's say this way. Yeah, I can read here that someone did ask, and I mean, I can imagine what this news about. In West, probably you hear this propaganda that this Shanghai club is like against West or against USA. I mean, they may not be exactly against, but they are not for them either, not for Western states, because as I was saying in previous videos, I mean, you don't have to be a genius to understand that economical power is shifting from West to East. And when I say East, I mean Indo-Pacific region in its entirety. And here you have countries like China, India, Russia, Indonesia, and rest, Pakistan, this is quite, big economies. China and India, they are just huge, man, compared to other regional players, but still, man, most GDP of the world are concentrated now in India Pacific region. You like it or not, that's how it is. And of course, Western elites are not happy about it. They will do anything to maintain their dominance over the world, but it's impossible. It's just impossible, man, because as I said, whenever economical power is shifting, with it political influence starts movement too. That's how it is. And what can West really do about it? I mean, they can provoke conflicts here and there, and they are trying, man. Like, look what is happening in South Caucasus region, man. Just a few days ago, Armenia and Azerbaijan yet again end up in having clashes, man. Serious clashes on the borderline, and tens of soldiers were killed. Like Armenia lost more than 100 soldiers. Azerbaijan lost around 100 soldiers, so it was a big deal. And right now, these days, clashes are in a borderline between Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. That's Central Asia. There is some instability, let's say, or I will say this way. I mean, Western powers actually do try to destabilize Afghanistan, for example. Quite recently, probably there were terrorist attack on Russian embassy, for example, and 2 Russian citizens were killed in that attack. So West, and I do believe, responsibility for this attack has taken by ISIS fighters. They said that they did this, but in my understanding, all these terrorist organizations, man, they are run by CIA, MI6, and MI6 mainly. I mean, ISIS. I was always thinking that ISIS was built by CIA. And to be honest, CIA is, itself is terrorist organization. That's my personal opinion. So, of course, West will try to destabilize, everywhere it can to destabilize situation, but I do believe that eventually Western elites will lose their dominance over the world. They are already losing, man. They are already losing. Like a few days ago, I did read the news that Turkey is asking to become a full member of Shanghai's club. I will call it that way, Shanghai's club. There are some Iran wants to become a member of full member of Shanghai's club. And not just Shanghai's club, man. As you know, there is BRICS. Russia, China, India, South Africa, and Brazil. They have a different type of alliance, economical one mainly. And there are a number of countries that want to become part of that organization too. And that's a good example to see this shift of economical and political power from west to east. And to be honest, in my understanding, only way Western elites can stop this inevitable process is to provoke a third world war, nuclear war, man. That's the only way they can stop this process, and because otherwise economy of Indo-Pacific region will continue to grow, and with it political influence of main players in this region like China first of all, but India and Russia too will grow simultaneously. That's how it is. So Peskov, of course, can say that these organizations are not against anyone or any one state, and basically he's not lying, because at least officially, no one has stated that we have this organization against this or that. No, but in West they may see it differently because they are losing Western elites. They are losing their dominance, so they take it as a action against them because of course they want to be like main power in the world forever. That's not gonna, that's impossible. Now, if you take history of humanity, man, like this modern Western, like civilization is like it's nothing compared to really old civilizations of the Middle East and the Asian regions, man. You know. So if you take history of humanity and take time that West was dominant, I mean, you can count only a few hundred centuries, man. That's it. Even Roman Empire, man, was a big player, mainly just in Mediterranean. And when you take history of humanity, man, I mean, Chinese never give a damn about Roman Empire, man. And they were greatest civilization, man. Or take India, man. Greatest civilizations. Take Iran, man. Great civilization. When we talk about thousands and thousands of years, man. So I hope I did say in proper English, in understandable English, what my opinion is about all this stuff. In Yerevan, this is a news that in Yerevan there is it seems like right now is some protesters are demanding Armenia to leave ODKB. That's organization. That's a military organization of in which like few post-Soviet countries are together, and I do understand why this why some people are demanding in Armenia to leave ODKB because when like few days ago when Armenian and Azerbaijan sides did start fight again, Yerevan did ask Moscow and this organization ODKB for help. There is Article 4 of this organization which says attack on one state means attack on everyone member of this organization. And Yerevan did ask for military help, military assistance, and they did not receive one. They didn't receive one because main player in this organization, of course, is Russia, and Russia did not want to, as I understand, man, Russia chose to deal with this situation between Armenia and Azerbaijan by diplomatic means, and Moscow was more or less successful because for now fight has stopped. At least that's what I read about this stuff yesterday, so fight was stopped, and there was no need for Russia to send some military there or for any other member of this organization. In ODKB we have, I mean, I can Google it, but it's Russia, Armenia, Belarus, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, and that's it probably. I'm not sure about Kyrgyzstan. Maybe they are too in this organization, and that's it. So in this sense, I mean, I can understand Moscow's position, because why we have to do some to make this conflict even greater problem for countries and for citizens of these countries, when we can deal with it diplomatically and stop this fighting. And Russia did exactly that, with help of some other countries, of course. But in Yerevan, I mean, it seems like people are angry and they think like, Russia did not help them, and probably they are saying that Russia is not reliable ally. But they should understand, man. They have a president or prime minister, to be exact, Pashinyan, who is who has some uh, links to the Soros. He is a Western puppet, man. In my understanding, this Pashinyan is a Western puppet, and he is playing game of his masters in Washington and London, and Moscow knows that. Moscow knows that. So Moscow did not trust this person and his government. In my understanding, that's just my guess, my opinion. And same time, Moscow has quite good relationships with Azerbaijan and Turkey. And these ones, I mean, are allies. Azerbaijan and Turkey, they are like strategic allies. So if Russia now if Russia will respond to Armenia's call and start war with Azerbaijan, that should take different turn, and Turkey may become involved in this conflict, and Turkey is a NATO member state, and that way Russia may end up in war with NATO, and maybe that's exactly why Washington and London did ask whoever, man. I don't know who is directly, giving orders to Pashinyan. I mean, someone in Washington or someone in London, but probably idea behind all this story is that, if probably someone in Washington was thinking, if Russia will answer this call, we can at least demolish good relations between Russia and Azerbaijan and Russia and Turkey. But if things go very well for us, then Turkey may become involved militarily, and that will give us opportunity to go against Russia even harder. That's provocation, in my understanding, man. That's a Western provocation, and I do, what I'm, my position about Russian elites and Russian government. I'm not a supporter by any means, but when they are right, man. And I only can say that yes, in this point, I mean, I can understand what you are doing. At least I can understand, and I have no critics for Moscow, because they didn't start war in with Azerbaijan, man. For God's sake, man. There's too many wars around, man. It's enough. So let's see what continuation will have this story in Armenia, because there, I don't know you are familiar or not with situation in South Caucasus region, but for West, in my understanding, for West, it's very easy to destabilize this region. Not just Armenia and Azerbaijan, but Georgia too. And they may destabilize Georgia, very soon. Because, Saakashvili, this war criminal, he was Washington's puppet, and he is Washington's puppet, and he's in jail now in Georgia. But all these parties, man, that were created by adepts of Washington or adepts of Soros or CIA assets, man. You know, all those parties still in Georgia, man, and they are active, and they are trying to destabilize this country. And God knows what may happen if they somehow manage to do some so-called color revolution there. You know, if you take, if they manage to recapture power, they may start war against Russia, man. They may open second front, so-called, and they are openly criticizing government of Georgia because of exactly that. Because current government of Georgia are hesitant to destabilize relations with Russia. But if these ones, these animals will take power there, these CIA assets like Saakashvili and his henchmen, they will at least try to start war against South Ossetia and Abkhazia, and that will mean war against Russia automatically. Because Russia don't stay away in that case. So, as I said, Washington and London, they do have instruments to destabilize Georgia. They have instruments to destabilize Armenia, and you can see that in Armenia one day is opposition is making demands to Pashinyan to leave position. Second day you see some people are demanding Armenia to leave ODKB, this military alliance with Russia, and not immune to the destabilization Azerbaijan too, because of Azerbaijan's dependence on Western energy companies. And whenever you have in place Western companies, big ones, of course you have some assets of CIA and MI6 there too, and God knows what they are capable of doing there, So we should we should watch this region, man, South Caucasus region, because this region may blow up, man, very soon. And same we can say about Central Asia, man. Just recently you have this failed attempt of so-called color revolution in Kazakhstan. Now there are some clashes on the borderline between Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. What the hell is going on? Okay, let's read some other news. Orban this Hungary's president or prime minister? Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban, said that Ukraine may lost half of its territory because of conflict with Russia. And he is exactly right, man. Ukraine not just may lost, Ukraine will definitely lose at least half of its territory to Russia. From Kharkiv, I may have some issues with the strategy of political and military leadership of Russia towards Ukraine. Because when I don't understand something and I don't have answers, I have issue there. But Still, man, I'm absolutely sure that because of this conflict and because of this Nazi regime in Kiev, which is, now Zelensky is head of this Nazi regime. Before him was this other animal. What is his name? Whoever he was, man, that was just animal, man, Nazi animal. I mean, because of these entities, Ukraine will definitely lose, at least from Kharkov to Odessa, all those territories to Russia, towards even Pridnestrovia region. And I'm not gonna say that I'm sure that Poland gonna take some parts of Western Ukraine, but Poland, Hungary, and Romania, they may have some claims, man. They may, if they see opportunity, they may take it. So modern Ukraine as it is, I mean, that's why I didn't say many times before that Ukraine that we know is over. After this conflict, there will be no more Ukraine, at least Ukraine that we know in those borders. What will be left from Ukraine? It's maybe Kiev and surrounding regions, like surrounding 2, 3, 4 regions, and that's it. Southeast part may become under direct or indirect control of Moscow. Western regions may become under direct or indirect control of the Poland, Hungary, and Romania. It is what it is, man. So let's see what some other news channels or media outlets are writing about. Biden said that he has no evidence that China is sending weapons to Russia. There is a story nowadays that in Western propaganda outlets, at least, that if you listen to Western propaganda, you may think that Russia has no more weapons and Putin is asking Chinese leader for some military assistance. I don't really believe that, man. I just don't. Russia has some problems with drones, man. That's like it's visible. It's just visible. You can see it. And Russia will may ask China to sell some drones, and Russia is currently, I mean, as I understand, Russia is receiving some drones from Iran, for example, and it's okay, man. What is the problem here? I mean, what is the problem? If Russia even asks China for, I don't know, man, tanks, for example, or I don't know, man, some missiles, and what? I don't believe that Russia don't have enough tanks or missiles, man. But even if Russia asks, then what? I mean, China and Russia have some good relationships. They have same enemies, which is Western elites. So they should help each other, man. Even without asking, like if I was Chinese leader, I will myself, tell Putin, how can I help you, Do you want some drones or missiles or tanks or whatever, man? We have same enemies, you know. An enemy of my enemy is my friend, maybe, you know, or sometime. So now let's let me help you. Like Iran possibly did. May Iranians just tell Moscow, you know what? How can we help? Because we have same enemies. And Russia may said, you know what? If you can provide some drones, that would be great. And that's exactly what is happening. And because of that, now, as I understand, there is some talks between Tehran and Moscow to provide Iran with Su-35 jets. That's how it works, man. Against Russia is entire West, man. Entire NATO. And how many countries are in NATO? Like 30? And these Western propaganda outlets, like making some history from what, man? That Russia may buy some weapons from China or from Iran? Do it, man. Buy weapons, man. Whatever you want, man. Missiles, buy missiles. Drones, buy drones. You need some tanks, just take it. It's all good, man. Why these idiots in West think that it's gonna be a problem, man? What the hell? Man, this crazy world, though. So, you know what? I did talk quite a lot today. I hope this video was interesting for you. I have to... Oh, it's 47 minutes already, man. Wow. It's already almost hour, man. So I will finish this video. Now I hope this talk was interesting for you. We can continue, in comment section. And one more thing, I have some idea. You may have some questions, about Russia, and you can ask, man. And if I can, of course, I will give you answer. For example, like on the previous video, one person did ask me about economical situation in Russia, and I did answer that, for example, for us, like ordinary people, man, I'm a fellow worker, man, like probably you are. For us, for working class, after this special military operation and after all those sanctions and stuff, nothing did really change in sense of economical situation. Some companies left Russia, like McDonald's and Coca-Cola, and some, many companies, man. Tens of Western companies did left Russia. And what? Russia is one of the world's biggest producer of goods, man. Like in Russia, I don't believe that we're gonna have any problem with food, for example, because Russia is exporting some produce. I don't think we're gonna have some problems with the energy, because Russia is, has enough energy for itself and selling energy to other countries. So for us, I did not notice any changes, to be honest. Yes, McDonald's left, for example. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's anyway, but on the same spot now, we have Kusnaya Tochka. That's name of this new company that has taken over all this McDonald's franchise, you know. Uh, and it's the same burger. It's everything is same, and like you know, just name has changed. When it comes to, for example, like I don't know, man. As I said, I did not have a chance to buy, for example, car from a Western manufacturer, or BMW or Mercedes or whatever. I don't have a chance to buy Russian car, man, which is like much cheaper. So I don't give a damn if Mercedes or BMW or Jaguar or Aston Martin did left Russia, man. I mean, rich people, they may have some issues, man, because I mean they did enjoy this lavish lifestyle, and now they may have some problems because I mean they could not buy new Bentley, man, or do new something. They may could not travel that easy like before, but for us, man, for ordinary people, man, you know, what travel, man, what car, and what we are working for a living, man. My wages. I mean, I don't want to talk about this stuff, but you know, my wages is just enough to just have some food on the table, man. To pay for rent of this flat. That's how we say it. This 2-bedroom flat, and to have some food on the table, man. And that's all what my wage can do, man. And that's it. I don't even. I mean, probably I don't even have a chance to one day apply for mortgage, man. So life was difficult before these sanctions and stuff, and life is difficult now, and that's why I said, I mean, for us, for ordinary people, man, don't really we don't notice that much of changes. Rich people may, I don't know, man, because they may have some problems to buy new, I don't know, Bugatti, but I don't give a damn about rich people because they don't care about us. So it is what it is. And I'm talking about this stuff because I mean, if you have some questions, man, about anything that I can have opinion on and I can have interesting answer, then please, like feel free to ask questions that may make this channel like more interesting. So okay, this is it for now. I hope you like this video. At least, man, I can be myself. So you can say that what I know one Russian that like us, man, like ordinary human, and he's talking about some stuff, man, politics, economics, just about life, and well, you can have one more. I'm not gonna say friend is too strong a word, but знакомый, how in English знакомый is like, you can, one more human that that exists. Oh, I'm tired, man. Okay, I hope I do. I hope what, if you are watching my channel for like months or two, if you can please write down. I mean, did my English improve at least little bit? Because I'm practicing language like for last 2-3 months since I started this English language videos. I hope my language at least little bit become better. So in if I continue in like next 3-4 months or 5 months time, I may start talking some proper English, man. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, man, thanks for your time. Thank you everyone for comments that you are writing in comment sections, and for all those that attention and support that you are giving me. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. And this is it for now. You know, I will try make video tomorrow, but let's see, man. Let's see. Anyway, yes, once again, thank you and take care. Bye.